The moment Prince Aemon came over and inherited a title in Westeros, she broke off the betrothal and betrothed him to. Good. But I probably still can't. I can't declare war when. Yep. Okay. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to send this army back down into the north and disband it. Who's Magel? Who is Magel? I don't even know who that is. Where's that? Where's the claimant? Oh, she's a Tully. That wouldn't be awful. But she's in a regular marriage. What would be the point? Lord Paramount Edmund. She's the daughter of Brendan Blackfish. Who would have thought that the Blackfish would have had a daughter? I thought he was celibate. I guess he must have kind of changed his ways. Because it's his only daughter, but I don't understand this. This doesn't make any sense. Now we're going to let House Pryor be on the seat of the Trident? Okay. We'll have to step in once all that goes. There's a vacancy in the Kingsguard. Your Kingsguard, Sir Willem, has passed away. Died under suspicious circumstances. Bring me the greatest knights in the realm. They're all gathering at Shivering Forest. Sir Willem, who is a quick, skilled fighter. He's ruthless. He's a theologian. That's cool. He's depressed, though. He's chaste, trusting, and deceitful. He would make a really good Kingsguard member. There's Willis Stakely, who is a giant, skilled fighter. He's depressed and envious. Stubborn, deceitful, authoritative, and patient. There's also Sir Bayard of Bounty Hall, who's a formidable fighter. He is diligent, patient, ruthless, ambitious, and brave. I believe we've seen this guy before. I think we have. He's 49 years old, but I think he'd make a really good Kingsguard member. Let's hope he accepts. Nope, he did not. Okay. Well, we'll have to go back to the other one. The first choice looked very good. That's fine. Vacancy is on the Kingsguard. Oh look, Lucas Waters, he was at our court for quite a while. There's Sir Ulwick Dalt, Ryan Graves, and Lucas Waters. Lucas Waters, who is celibate. None of these are good choices. None of these men shall guard me. Who is betrothed that can marry? Go ahead and do it. Don't need to concern me with that. Okay, we can command to end war. On Peter. Let's go ahead and do that. I don't really need to imprison Harry. Definitely not. Okay. Peter Baelish. What are we gonna do? We're gonna arrest you for treason, obviously. I can be merciful. I can be ruthless. I can release him so he owes me a favor. I'm gonna let him rot. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna be merciful. I'm gonna try to dispose of this Mad King business. Let's call him for trial. Am I not able to do that? Can I exile you? Yes. I can exile you. Can I execute you? Fear changes by 10. That seems kind of like a Mad King type of deal. Can castrate him. Alright. We've exiled Peter once before. Like, this is the thing. Like, exile means you're not allowed back in the country, and we exiled him, and he ended up back in the country. So, what do? His heir is his daughter, Arya. Wow, that is just very weird. This is very weird, Peter. We're gonna exile you, bud. Sorry. I'm hoping you join the Night's Watch, but last time I tried to do that, he escaped. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Hobber Peak. Now, he'd be a good member. 21 years old. He's not in line to inherit any titles. They keep wanting me to do this, which is the heir to the Kingdom of the Reach, the heir to Highgarden. And he's already betrothed, so why would I have him break his betrothal? I mean, I understand he's a formidable fighter, but he's not a warrior. He's not a commander. And then there's Willis Stakely, who's 50 years old now. Hobber Peak seems to be the best option. Good. There we go. Okay. We're suffering from some attrition right here. But that's okay. Once we get back into our lands, we'll be in good shape to disband our army. Yep. Okay. And now I'm going to declare a war for the Dawn. What? Why can't I? We're not even on the same continent? What? That is very confusing. How are we not considered on the same continent? Where is their capital? Do they have... Because previously, the White Walkers have been able to come this way into Yaitai. But it doesn't seem like they have any land over here. Why would they not be considered the same continent as me? It's very confusing. I wish there was a way to set up an alert and let me know whenever they're immediately invading the same person. Is there a way to offer to join her war? But they're invading, it's not a war for the Dawn. I need somebody to declare a war for the Dawn, because I can't, apparently. Okay, once the, I guess once the Night's Watch does, I'll be able to join them, I suppose. that stinks a little bit. I have the option to go into hiding, which leads me to believe I'm currently trying to be assassinated. I'm cool with you trying to do that. Let's see where anybody's trying to kill me right now. Okay. Well, can we dispose of the wildfire? 100 gold to dispose of wildfire, really? I still have no idea what happened to our loan from the Iron Bank. See, the issue that where I believe that we sort of diverged in the last one is I inherited some debt from another courtier, or from another vassal, and that debt was, I think, like 65 gold from the Iron Bank. And when the event popped up on the screen, it said, it gave 4 options. One, I don't have whatever, I'll pay the full amount, which was both. There was one option to say, you shall have your whatever 1,250 gold. The next option was you shall have your 65 gold, and then there was you will not get a penny from us. But I didn't think. I clicked on the you'll have your 65 gold, so I guess that took care of all of the debt. I didn't think that it would. I really wasn't anticipating that. But I haven't had any visitors from the Iron Bank for a while, and I don't have the option to repay the loan. I know I don't have enough gold, but usually the option's grayed out, but it's still there. So we'll have to see what exactly happens with that. Look, Danny's once again messing with stuff. The moment Prince Aemon came over and inherited a title in Westeros, she broke off the betrothal and betrothed him to our next son. So there's that. We're gonna have to figure out a way to deal with Dany. I think that's really the only way that we can get through this. I don't know who's trying to kill her, and she's not in hiding or anything. I can imagine there's a ton of people that would want to kill her, but how has her opinion of me improved? I guess all of those negative opinions from me taking a ward from her have finally expired. Does it say what my opinion of her is? Is not very good either, but better than negative 100. It's sad that there's no positive opinion for husband. You would think just because we're married, we would have some positive opinion of each other. I guess that's not entirely real world accurate right there, but there's definitely no way to get rid of gonorrhea. I'm aware of that, but it sucks that we got it. And she actually doesn't show any signs of it. How in the world did we inherit? Did we get that? Doesn't make any sense. So, time for another episode of Where Are They Now in Westeros. And I decided that I was going to try to take a look at the bastards of King Robert, but it looks like the only children that are accredited to him are Edric Storm and Joffrey. And so Edric Storm apparently is in over in Essos, which is he's in Lys, and apparently has been granted his own dynasty. See, that took me forever to find because there aren't really any Baratheons left, so I had to go to the Westerlands, go to Lady Paramount Janae. Father's Kevin, who is the brother of Tywin, who is the father of Cersei, whose first husband was Robert. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? And so Edric Storm is of House Evenfall now, has 2 children, a daughter and a son who is strong, and apparently is 19 years old and is a commander. So good for Edric, but that's about all the information that we get on the Bastards of King Robert. Here's another rulership event, or business event. A group of craftsmen has come to your court and shown off their work. They present you with fine goods, of which you are sure there would be a demand for in the realm. Noticing your interest, the craftsmen ask for some capital to start up a workshop, saying they lack the funds to do it on their own. Now, there's a little bit of an investment, but we have some gold. We can make the investment and hope that it yields some reward on the tail end of it. Okay. So I know this is not exactly going to be the move of a quote-unquote good king, but there are certain implications for not being able to control who Prince Aemon marries. And so I didn't know that going in whenever I didn't know that Dany was going to revoke the betrothal to the daughter when I awarded it to Lord Aemon. But I have the opportunity, since I have a claim, to revoke the Lordship of Dragonstone, potentially, if my son decides to abdicate it. I have a claim on it. Our vassals won't object. I don't get any tyranny. The only thing it's going to do is lower the opinion of our son by 60 and cost us 100 prestige, which we can afford to do, and we can afford to do for sure. So I'm going to go ahead and send that off. Hope that he accepts, comes to my court. I can betroth him to the daughter of Jacaerys Valerion, who is High Valyrian, so we can keep the bloodline pure, and we can maintain status quo. I can give it right back to him. He'll be grateful, blah, blah, blah. Let's try it. Excellent. So, he did do that. That's fine. Have an unmarried heir. I can invite to court. He won't, because he likes Daenerys, so unable to press my claims. Okay, so that didn't exactly work the way that I wanted it to, but that's okay. I wonder if Dany will betroth him back to the daughter then, and I'll have some more time to work out everything with Prince Jaehaerys. I don't think I can betroth him just because he's my ward to your daughter, and yeah, I don't have the ability to do it just because he's my ward. I would have to wait until I guess he comes to my court. Yeah, I'd have to wait till he comes to the court. Okay, so I have an open council position for High Admiral, which I'm going to award to Pate Massey. Okay, now we're going to have to hope that my son, who still has 100 opinion of me, and isn't, it doesn't, me revoking the lordship didn't really affect him too much, although for 100 years he's going to have that negative 60 opinion of me, so he could decline very quickly. But the good thing is that we're friends. We've had enough positive interaction that we stayed at 100. It doesn't help because he still won't accept my invitation to court. He likes Dany, and I'm not able to press his claims, quote unquote, because I hold his claims. So Dany still doesn't like me, and there's really not a way other than sending her a gift of 62 gold, and she'd still have a negative 67 opinion of me to do anything there. She has so much money. How does she have so much money? I guess from her wars and claiming titles. Let's see the expanse of Dany's kingdom. So it's the Giscar Empire. Let's see, independent realms. So Giscar is only here. Marine is now independent, from what I can tell. Maybe it's not. What titles does Dany hold? She holds the Empire of Giscar, the Kingdom of Astapor, the Kingdom of Meereen, the High Lordship of Copper Hills, the Lordship of Yunkai, the Lordship of Malek, the Lordship of Vadalen, the Lordship of Meereen, and the Castle of the Iron Pyramid. Well, it's going to be a pain to have to disperse whenever she dies between my children. But, better than if she had actually expanded her empire, you know? And she's been fighting all these liberation wars over here, so I assume that there may have been some repercussions for those. But apparently there's not. So, we shall see what happens.
Honey, give me one more.